Yo, 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 it's your boy Street Coder Nate, and we back at it again. We back at it with step number 5 again. This is step number 5, but it's the 5th video to it because we getting deep into how all of this is really interacting together. Sooner or later, I'm just going to be floating through and I won't feel the need to explain. But I'm saying, you know what, it's my first time. I explain little bits. But what I'm actually going to do over time is actually go deeper into each of the parts that I'm doing in my like teaching. Like I'll have like little playlists, and the playlist will be like learn React, and it'll go and it'll break it down. What I'm just doing in this playlist is just showing y'all the development process once again, just showing it to y'all and giving y'all some explanation on the things that I'm doing as I go. So if y'all don't get everything, that's probably the point. But just get here, understand some stuff, see how it really is down. Like y'all see how it go down. It's not too bad. It really is kind of fun when you really get the idea down. And I haven't done React and I don't know how long. I've been teaching vanilla JS for the last like 2-3 months. So getting back into React, and I'm kind of rough, but you see that it's like it's not even that bad for real when you get into it. So let's get into it. Okay, so where we left off at last time, we left off over here on the application, and the app is kind of looking pretty good for real, for real. Like honestly, if we threw some colors in the background, which we made by the end, but I'm really gonna get to the main points in this, but it is looking pretty good right here. And so, what do we want to do now? So basically, after this position, I would say after we searched, pretty much after we have searched, I want another container to pretty much pop up that's gonna have the data for that we want. And what is the data that we want? Well, let's revisit our design. Remember, this is why we came up with the ideation stage and the design stage, is so that we can come back to it when we get to develop it. And so remember, in the ideation stage or the design stage, we said we're gonna have a title that pops up that says last 5 posts. So basically underneath that button, there's gonna be a title that pops up that says last 5 posts to indicate like this is a new section and whatnot. And then underneath that, there will be the 5 posts, and the 5 posts will be structured with the image right here, right? And then you have the likes and the amount of comments right there as well. So and then with the more button, and the more button, when it's clicked, will have the drop downs for the usernames. Will have the drop downs, and then it will have the comments and their drop downs as well. And then it's just a list of them. So we need to go ahead and program that real quick. And thank God Material UI has these components for us to already use it. So what we're gonna have to do is create another component, because I don't want to mess up our Insta Scraper component. It's already looking pretty decent, right? So what we're gonna do is create another component that the app is gonna load only when there is data to pass, right? Or only when there's data that has been loaded. And so we need to know when there was data loaded. So let's see. Yeah, you know what? The app not gonna take care of it. It'll take care of its own render state. So what we'll do is come here. Oh, and before we do that, this is a nice place to come back to, right? I think I did that right. I thought I created a. Let's see, what's the difference? Oh, maybe not. Okay, yeah. So this is a. Oh, that was dope. Okay. Go back to the browser. This is a nice place to come back to. We are able to search up a username and get that data to the front end. We just aren't displaying it yet. So what we're going to do is go ahead and create a version here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, no, I just printed that out. Okay, cool. And wow, that's not my MongoDB. No. Okay, cool. That's running MongoDB. That's running the back. That's running the front end. And then this is running the back end. Okay, cool. Is stuff all starting over, restarting the videos and stuff. Okay, so we about to go ahead and do an npm or do a get init or get status. And you'll see we made all those changes in the last video. So we're gonna do get add dash a, and then we do a get commit dash m, and the message will be added the front end code, or connected the front end code to the back end. Connected the front end button, click to the back end. That's how we're gonna do it, like that. Cool. And then we can go ahead and push it. GitHub. Okay. Cool. Just pushed. All right. And now we can continue. So we're going to continue by creating a new component. So we're going to come to our components folder, and we're going to go right click, new folder. And this folder is going to be called our, let's call it our data container maybe, or our post container. We'll just call it post container. Yeah, post container, like that. And so inside the post container, it's going to kind of look like the search container. So we're going to need a file called post container. So we come here, new file, post container .jsx. Then we also need a styles.jsx. So what we'll do here, all I like to do is just come here, copy, and then just paste it. Yep, cool. And then I can take these out because I don't need these ones. Cool. Bet. And so that's the styles there. And then for here, I can come on over here and just copy the headers over here. I know I'm gonna need React. I might need some state. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab both of those. Come back to the post container, add that there. Then I could come, actually, let me make my React app. So we got export default. And we gonna make the name const. Can't make it const. Export default. I guess I gotta make the name first. Const, and this will be post container. Nope, that'd be post container. Like that, and that's gonna equal anonymous function. That's gonna return some JSX, which will say grid. Which will come from, did I bring it in? Grid. I need to get that extension where you can control click and then bring the extensions in. So import grid from at material UI/grid. Okay, cool. And then export default post container. Bet. And so now what we can do is go ahead and say just post container. Just let motherfuckers know that the post container is here, like these. And now we can go load this post container into the actual application at the top of the app right here. Just how we loaded the search container. We'll say post container like these. And we'll replace that here and there. Now we got our post container, and we can do something with the post container, like show it like that. Cool. So now if we refresh, do not see, oh, you see the post container. It's right there. Post container's right there, all the way over there. And why is it all the way over there? It's all the way over there because the app container, this app container is a flex container, and its natural flex is row, right? So we need to change the direction to column, and then it will change, and then it will be below. Direction equals column, like that. Now you see it's over here, and let's align things in the middle, like this. Align items, is middle or center, like that. And now we cooking. Cool. So the post container right where it needs to be, right at the bottom in the middle. and we can highlight it too. So let's inspect the page, and we over here with it. Okay. Cool. And we're gonna go slide. No, see. Okay, yeah, we smooth. All right, so we're gonna come back down here. I gotta bring this inspect tool up. Okay, here we go. All right, so now let's inspect this page real quick. I wanna grab this element down here, this post container. So this post container is a div, and let's make this div a container. So let's go into the post container. We can close out, let's close out some of these files. You're confusing me. So search container gonna close, app container close. We need to close the package and close that one too. Okay, so we up in here in the post container now. And in the post container, let's make this a container, right? So now it's a container. You see full width, or you see the full width down there? Cool. So it's the post container, full container, cool. And now, what do we need in a post container? We need it to look like the iPad that disconnected. Yep, it disconnected. So what do we need it to look like? We need it to make it look like the iPad. Let me connect it real quick. Be right back. Okay, we back. I got my iPad connected. Okay, here we go. So remember, so there's the input box, and then underneath the input box, there needs to be that title. We already kind of have a title that says post container, but we're gonna change it to last 5 posts. And then under that, we're gonna need some another container, but we can keep this container inside this component because this component is honestly this container. So inside this container is gonna be this component, which will be made up of multiple components, and so those multiple components are going to come from Material UI, and they're going to look like they're going to have an image on the side, or they're going to have an image. Yeah, they're going to have the image on the side, and then wait, I almost slid down to clicked. There we go. So it's gonna have an image right here on the side, and then it will have the likes and the comments and stuff. So we're gonna build that real quick over here in the post. So we already got the container pretty full. Got the container in its full width, and so that's the container. And so inside the container we need the title. So we're gonna get an item, and we can make this a container too. And it's gonna have some typography that we can come get out of one of these files right here. Yep, we can import that. And now with the typography, we just give it a quick title. Typography variant is let's go with a H3. Let me go H2. And we will say last 5 posts, something like that. Cool. And let's check it out. Cool. Looking smooth so far. They say last 5 posts. We're gonna center that one. So we'll go justify content is center. There we go. Bet it's in the center. Now let's add the part below it that needs to be below it. So that's going to be another grid. That's another container, right? And we'll just call this. We'll give it a class name so far. The class name would be. I know we don't have classes yet, but we're gonna have classes soon. So classes. Oh wait, we'll have classes because we just got to do the thing. So classes dot. And what will this be? This will be the post container, post container, like that. Cool. And so what I need to go do is instantiate something called classes. But before, this is going to have container properties, and it's going to have item properties, and and the XS will be set to 11. And the SM will be set to 10. Cool. So add a little bit of styling on it real quick. on the layout. And then now that the styling is there, I gotta go create this class, or I gotta go create classes. So I'm gonna come here and we import the styles like that. So come here, import styles, and now we say const classes equals styles. Cool. Bet. So now we come back, come here, refresh. Everything looking good so far. Cool. So let's start adding things inside of here. What do we need inside of this component? Well, inside of this component, let's just come back over here. Inside the component, all we need are multiple of these one components right here. And those multiple components is it needs to have an image, likes, and then comments. And so that's called, one of these components is probably called like a card component and material UI. So we can go to material UI, look that up real quick. Card component. So I just go to the search at the top, and I'm gonna put like card, simple card. We go card like that. Let's move this right quick. Okay, and you see it give you a bunch of examples of just different cards you can create. This is something kind of like that I want right here. So let's see if they got an example where it's on the other side. Nope. So let's see, how would I use this? Because this is a lot of code, and I'm like, yeah, that's weird. Well, first off, I'm not gonna lie. What I first do is I copy the entire code, right? I get the entire code, and then I come back over here and I say, you know what? I got another component over here, and actually, instead of making it components, I'm gonna make a folder called shared. And so this would be like a shared actual like component that all of my components are using. And so I'm gonna come here and I could just create a new file. And in this new file, I'll call this, let's call it MUI card. MUI card. .jsx. And then I'll just paste that code from the MUI card right here. So I know now that it should be exported. Yep, it's exported. And now I can import it into my post container. So I'll go get the MUI card, import card from, and I'll say // // and then we'll go into shared, and then we'll get the MUI card like that. So now I got the MUI card, I can go ahead and put it in the grid like this as card. Cool. Let's check it out. Okay, so MUI card cannot find icons. So I need to go ahead and install MUI/icons or material UI/icons because I don't have it. Just to get this rolling. npm install. Installing that. -- save. Cool. So that's installing real quick, and then we should be straight. All right, cool. Let's see. So module can't resolve. Share can't resolve. Then I just install it. Install material UI icons. Oh, that's exactly what I did. npm install. Oh, no, that's core. I need the icons. Yeah, most definitely just did that. Okay, cool. I ain't tripping. Yeah, okay. So maybe what I need to do is just restart the development server. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah. Just gotta restart the development server. It looks like it. Cool. Restarted the. Oh man, I had it on this side the whole time. Cool. It was broken anyway. Oh man, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to go redo real quick. So what I was showing y'all was this Material UI card right here. So this, I just looked up Material UI cards, and this is the card that came up live from space, right? And that's kind of similar to what we want on the iPad. iPad disconnected again. It's kind of similar to what we want on the iPad. And so, but the image is over there when we want it over here. So we'll switch it around. So what I ended up doing was coming over here. I opened up the code, and I copied all of this damn code. And then I went to my files, and I went over here, and I created this folder called the shared folder right outside of my components folder. It's still inside of my source folder, but it's outside of my components folder. And this is for anything, this is like any of the Material UI components that I grab that I'm about to manipulate and change up my own way. So I create their own file, then I could change them up in their own file and then just import them into my own code. So, and that's what I did. I gave it its own file, and then I came back over here to the post. Came back over here to the post and imported it right here, and then just shown it right there. So when you come over here to the React app, you see it right below, right there. Cool. So what we're gonna do now is actually move this image to the left side, and that would be that. So let's go open up the movie card, and let's see how this card is already designed. So they have a card at the root, and then there's some details that goes all the way until here, and then card media. So I'm wondering if I moved a card media before the details, like that. Cool, flipped it. Now my card media's right here. You can't really see it because there's no image. Let's just go grab a random image from Google real quick. Images. Cool. We'll go with this one. Copy link. And title. The image is right here. Cool. That's the image. Let's see if it loads. Okay, that image didn't load for some reason. Let's see why. Inspect. Network. Image. What was the error? I think I copied the wrong thing. I said copy link. I think I need copy image address. That's the one I need. Okay. There we go. And then, there we go. All right. And now it shows up. Now you don't think it's just a mysterious thing there. Okay, cool. So that's our image, and we're gonna have multiple of these, right? So this is that image right there. That's just the placeholder for right now as we design everything out. So that's the placeholder. But over here, we're gonna need to say like likes, and then we're gonna need to say like comments and stuff. So let's go ahead and design this up to do that. So on the card, we need to go on the card. Jeez. All right, so on the card is the details. And so we got card content. And so at the top is live from space, Mac Miller. Let's check that out. What part is that? So this part right here. So actually, let's keep that part, and let's put the person's username that came back, like the actual person's post, who this is. That's where their username will be. So we'll put person's username for now, just a placeholder. Person's username. Cool. Yep. And as we go through this, I'm going to create props as well. So, yeah, we're going to get some props. And so this is going to take props. And first thing is username. That's the first prop. Cool. Okay, so it takes props, username, and then the next thing we got Mac Miller right here. We can put this could be where we say likes and whatnot. So this could be a like. So let's say Mac Miller. Let's make another one of those, and then this could be likes, and it'll say the number of likes, like 10. And then let's say Mac Miller. It'll say comments. And I'll say like 3. Cool. Okay. Starting to look good. Oh, is that a capital L for the likes? Nope. Cool. All right. Cool. So that's starting to look good. Now we can take off the play button and all of that at the bottom, though. We don't really need all of that stuff. So we take off these controls. Don't need that stuff. All right. That should go. Bet. It's starting to look even better. All right, it's starting to really look like what we wanted it to look like, for real, The person's username right there. Let's just go ahead and put my username just for the heck's sake. Username. Name. Cool. Like that. Bet. So that looks pretty good so far. Okay, not bad. But now the thing is, we need this to be showing up for all the data that we get back, and plus we want it in the middle and whatnot. So let's go back here, and I was giving us some props. So the props that we need the username. We also need the number of likes, and we need the number of comments. So we need num likes and num comments, like that. And we exported it already. So now when we go over here to the card, whenever we have a card, we can give it the number of likes and the number of comments. So basically, it already knows that it accepts a prop called username, and so I can give it the username. Let's go Joe123, something like that, and then let's give it the number of num comments will be 12 or something like that, and then the num of likes will be 200. Let's go 200. Number of likes. What am I doing wrong? Num likes equals 200. Cool. So now that didn't do anything, because if you refresh. All right, that didn't do anything because if you see, this is still how it is. Still like 10. Let me zone in. It's still 10 and whatnot, 10, 23 and stuff. So how do I get these values over there is I got to hook these up the correct way. Come back over here. And so they're looking for username, num likes, and num comments. So, and actually we will need the image URL too. Now think about it. Image URL. It's a big ass image. All right. So that's that. Oh yeah, so username, this is where the username is going to go. So we'll go like this, username. It should pop up, cool. And then here we'll go num likes. Yep, and then here we'll go num comments. God damn, okay. All right, now let's head back over here. We refresh that hoe. Wow, we got Joe123. Num likes is 200. Let's see. Num likes is 200, and we got the comments to be 12. All right, cool. So now we just gotta do this for all the data that came back. That ain't bad. So how we gonna do it? We already exported this this file out, and we're gonna replace this with an actual image. So for now. Damn, do I not have I know I got an image on my desktop somewhere. use that one. Yep, that's smooth. I think I made it. All right. So we go. Instead of using the image, what's the image that we want? It has to come from from the card. Okay. You know what? Just use the fucking image. All right. We're just gonna use the image for now. Okay. So we're gonna hop over back to the post container, because the post container is what loads the card. So inside the post container, we have this other, or before the post container, we have this outer container, and it is called the post container inside of its class. So let's go to the classes real quick and create a class called post container. I know that probably is going to confuse y'all. And so now inside this class post container, what do we really need? Well, we don't really need anything from the class so far, because we just need the actual container to do some stuff. We need the container to justify stuff. Actually, yeah, it needs to justify and align. So I'm just gonna do both of them. Justify equals center and align items. Also equals center. Need to keep eye contact, but I suck with it. Okay. Equals center. Cool. And we come back over here. Bet. Now, now we just gotta go. Let's actually get it some padding. Now think about it, because it's like right up on like last 5 posts nuts. So let's give it like some like leave me be. So we're gonna give it some padding of, let's say, we can do 4 around on the top and bottom. Actually, I think you just need bottom padding. Yep, and then we can let's do like 4 rim on out. Like that. Padding bottom, post container. Oh, you know what? I did on the wrong thing. Because it's not the post container that I wanted on. It is. Oh, it is on the post container that I wanted on. Post container. Why you ain't giving me my padding? Post container. Okay. We got padding bottom 4. Shit, I'm about to make this like 10 to make it obnoxious, to make sure it's there. I'm not tripping, right? No, it's actually, I think I know what it's doing. It's going last 5 posts. Yeah, I'm putting it on the wrong thing. My bad, y'all. Putting it on the wrong thing. No, because that's the last 5 posts right there. So I'm not, last 5 posts needs, this needs to be padding top. See, rookie mistakes all the time. And I'm 5 years deep in here. There we go. I'm gonna bring that back down to 4. That's way better. Okay. So now let's see why this isn't like in the middle. So we're gonna inspect this element. That div. We're gonna just put this back up on the screen like that. So inspect this one right there. That's the one. So there's a container that's not justifying it. Let's see. Gotcha. I know which container that is too. I'm just close that one out. That keep confusing me. The container right here needs to justify content. Justify content. Let's go to equal center. There we go. Now we're in the middle. Bet. Okay. So now what we can do is, for each of the posts that come back from the back end, we can do this. And so basically let's not do it for each of the posts that come from the back end. Let's create a state variable that's going to be a list of all the posts. And so then it'll iterate for the list. So if there's nothing in the list, it won't show anything. But if there's stuff in the list, then it will. So we'll say use state, like that. And we'll call this post list, like that. We got set post list, and we're going to set the initial to empty. Cool. And so now what we can say up in here is a for loop. This is going to be cool. So it's like for each, or so it's like post list dot for each. And for each post list, what we're going to do is get access to, well, first we got to pass a callback, and in that callback we get access to each post. So we're going to say post and its index as well inside of the array, and then we can define some stuff that we want to do in this callback. It usually returns some type of JSX, so it's going to be the JSX that it returns is going to be a card, and we know that the card can take on some props, right? So those props are going to be whatever comes from this post, but we need to get our post list, and we'll get all of that information in a second. But so far, if we come back and refresh the page, oh yeah, there we go. There should be no cards that are printed out because there are no posts. Cool. So there are no cards printed out because there are no posts. Let's go ahead and get us some posts. Well, where did that post data come from? That post data come from the button being clicked. So we got to go click the button. Let's go see what happens when we click this button, street coder Nate, and we click the button, and we come to the console, and we see that the data is right here in the console, and we can take a look at the data right here. You got dot data. Yep, and you got your avatar, bio. Let's see if I could click on that and it take me to where I want to go. Nah, I probably can't do it like that. Let's see. Oh, okay. It sound like that. Wonder if I can hit the option tab. Oh yeah, we with it there. Okay, let's see now. I'll paste this right here. Yeah, I didn't grab what I wanted to. Yep. It's a Facebook page. Oh wait, it said bad URL timestamp. Okay, yeah, it's a URL timestamp. But pretty much all that data is back there. But let's go check that out though. So out of the data though, like what do we want off this data? So we said we needed well, first we want to say who, the actual person data. Actually no, we're just gonna get the last 5 posts for now because it's already a long video. So we get the last 5 posts, and so as you can see, like right here, there is a key called post. There's a key right there called post. We are definitely interested in that key, the post key, yellow one, interested in that one. So we're gonna open that one up, and what you can see is all these posts. And so each post is like, it has the description, comments, comment count, videos, all the other stuff. There's an object, other stuff in there. So we can get the comment count and actually get can we also get the likes? Yep, we can get the like count too. So cool. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, for the last 5 posts, after we click that button and get the data back, instead of just printing it out, what we're gonna do is just grab the last 5 posts, and we're gonna extract from the last 5 posts. We're just gonna extract the comments count, and we're gonna extract the likes count, and also the photo URL. That's what we're gonna extract, those 3 things. So let's go do that. In order to do that, we gotta go back to the search container, because that happens in the search container on the button being clicked. So now instead of just console.log the data, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set some yes, instead of console.log in the data, what we're going to do is set the data inside of the post container. Oh man, that's kind of dope. So how are we going to do that? Because these two don't even speak to each other actually. So these two are going to need to interact with each other somehow. How are they going to interact with each other? It's just going to have to be through the parent. It has to be through the parent. So therefore, what am I going with this post container? I'm talking post list right here, and I defined it right here, but instead, this is actually going to come from, that's going to come from the app. And this is going to go to the app. We need to go to the app. .js, and we need to put that right here. Oh wait, not right there. We need to put this right here. And that's going to get our posts. And we can pass that post list like that. Or post list equals post list like that. Okay, cool. Got it. And now we over here. And this is the search container. Hey, yo, so I just thought about it. So instead of just keep going, we made it pretty far. We added a lot. I think it's just a good place to make a good commit, a version, and then go on to the next video where we'll add the next component into it, where the search items will come up. So let's just go ahead and do a git commit. Here we go, git status. Check that out real quick. All right, cool. We got to git add all of that. My bad for doing all that in the microphone. And then we're going to get commit -m. And what we just do, added the post container and updated created a shared component inside the shared directory. Okay, cool. And now we can get push that to our GitHub main. Boom. All right, we dope. I'll see y'all in the next video. Let's get it. Peace.